How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about all the movies and TV I watched this month in July 2020, doing another month in review. Yeah, let's just get on into this, starting off with the TV. I actually didn't watch like too much stuff in general this month, but for TV, first thing I watched was Doom Patrol, the few episodes that came out. I won't talk about this too much because like I'm in the small minority that doesn't really like the show that much, but I'm not gonna hate on it. I'm moving on. Next, I watched Stargirl, so I can actually talk about a DC property in a positive light. Stargirl, I'm actually really enjoying. This month the episodes that released were great. I don't think it's like amazing. Like I don't think it's like top tier comic book TV show. I think it's good for sure, but I don't think it's like the next Daredevil or something. Then I watched Space Force, which I didn't actually watch the first three episodes. Why, I don't know. Like my mom and sister were watching it, and I was like, oh, I'll check it out with them. And I just ended up watching the rest of the series with them. But I never watched the first three episodes. But from the episodes I saw, it was actually fine. I had no expectations going into it. I know some people did. Like, I didn't even check out the trailers or anything. Like, I like Steve Carell and all. And I was like, oh, Steve Carell, new kind of type of comedy. And I was like, okay. But I didn't really care. I never checked out the trailers. And then when I saw it, I was like, it's fine. It's not great. Like, I probably wouldn't ever go back and rewatch it or anything. But, I mean, if season two ever comes out, yeah, I'll probably check it out. Then I watched Middleditch and Schwartz, which is I kind of like a TV show. It had three parts, another Netflix comedy special type thing, and these guys are super funny. Um, they kind of put themselves in these improv situations, and I think it's really interesting to kind of see how they work around that and stuff. So I only watched the third part, but I might go back and watch some of the others. But from what I saw, it was pretty funny. So yeah. And the last thing I watched was What Would You Do, which started its I believe 16th season this month. Which is pretty crazy. I haven't been watching it for that long. I honestly just started watching it like quote unquote religiously this month because I just wanted to. I don't know. I always knew about it, but like I never really watched it that much. And if you don't know what it is a reality TV show, but they like put these people in what would you do situations, and then they capture their reactions, and it's basically supposed to restore your faith in humanity, that sort of mumbo jumbo, but it's pretty nice. I enjoy it. Yeah, I don't know, I recommend checking it out, I guess. I mean, if you want to. But anyway, let's get into the movies, which again, I didn't actually watch too many films this month. I don't know why. I don't know, my life was pretty crazy this month, but hopefully check out more in August. The first film I watched was I Still Believe. Why? I don't know. It wasn't awful, but like it really wasn't great either. I mean, that's all I can say. Then I watched Fantastic Four 2005. I watched the extended cut that they put on HBO Max, and I actually never seen this film in general before. But I checked out the extended cut anyways because I assumed, well, it's the same movie but with extra scenes, and nothing felt really out of place to me. So I'm gonna say that's the definitive version of the movie. But I actually really enjoy this. I know some people think it's kind of whack or cheesy, and it is cheesy and kind of, but it's watchable. It's pretty good. Then I watched Crazy Rich Asians, which I had some laughs. It's pretty decent. I don't think it was like amazing or anything, but like it's pretty fun. Then I watched Palm Springs, which was a big release for July 2020 that came out on Hulu. It's another time loop type of movie. Super overrated. Like, it's good. It's not a bad movie. I enjoyed it for sure. But some people were giving this like 4 to 5 stars on Letterboxd, saying this was like one of the best films of the year. I mean, it's good. But like, yo. Nah. I'll stick to Groundhog Day. Thank you very much. Then I watched Greyhound, another July 2020 release, and it actually wasn't that good, to be honest. Like, it wasn't bad either, though. It's just, I don't know, I expected something else from it, and there's really not a lot of substance going into this movie. Yeah, I don't know. It felt super off. Tom Hanks, I believe, wrote the script for it, and it wasn't solid. But it wasn't, again, this movie wasn't that bad, but I don't know, just didn't really stick the landing. Then I rewatched The Jungle Book 1967. This is actually one of my favorite movies of all time, and it still holds up. I enjoy it. I will make a proper review for this movie, obviously, because I'm going through all my top 100 favorite films. I don't know when the review for this movie will be out because I'm a little behind schedule with that series, but those will go out eventually. So just stay tuned. Then I watched License to Kill, a James Bond movie. It's okay. I don't know. Like, it was fine. I like Timothy Dalton in the role, who's also in Doom Patrol. um, and there were some fun sequences in this movie for sure. I really enjoyed some of the moments, like some of the moments where like James Bond just. Actually, I won't spoil that part, but it's a good movie. It's probably the best James Bond film I've seen so far, other than like the only Daniel Craig James Bond movie I've seen was Skyfall. I do think Skyfall's better than this movie, but I will go back and rewatch that movie and then check out the rest of the Daniel Craig Bond movies. But just to get myself prepared for No Time to Die, if it still comes out in November, that is. Then I watched one of the craziest movies I have ever seen, House from 1977. This is a Japanese horror film. It's on HBO Max. I recommend it, but it is it it I don't know. It's insane. And you know, you can imagine like, oh, Jack's just saying this is an insane movie, but like it's like crazier than you could ever imagine. But go into this movie knowing nothing basically, and just accept the insanity of it. Then I watched Buffaloed. I don't know why. I watched it though. Who cares? Then I watched Hustlers. Again, I don't know why. This came out last year. It's not awful, but like I think this got a little overrated for me personally. Like I think I got too excited for this movie because some people were like, "Wow, this is really good," or "surprisingly good," and I was like, "Okay, shoot, I'll like it." I mean, it's not bad. Like I do like it, I guess, but I don't think I'll ever rewatch it, to be honest. Then I watched a little bit of a peculiar type of movie thing, Ice Cream Man from iDubbbz. He put out another documentary. His first documentary was Full Force, which was incredible. Ice Cream Man's also fantastic. It's super weird and just strange, but I love it. Um, yeah, I enjoyed it. And then the last movie I watched was Fantasy Island. Oh man, Fantasy Island! What a sloppy movie, dude. This was just a sloppy movie. Like that's the best way I can describe it. Like obviously it was bad, but like sloppy is like the best word I can use to describe this movie for sure. It's sloppy. Especially by the final act of the film, you just start going, "What the fuck? Who wrote this script?" It's mind-boggling. Like it's not the best film like in the beginning, but like that final act, that ending is like, what the hell? What are you doing? It's bizarre. But anyway, that's all the stuff I watched this month. Didn't watch like too much. I mean, to some this might be a lot, but like usually if you've seen like some of my other months in reviews, I've seen like 30 to 40 movies, and like I only watched like 11 to 12 movies I think, and then I watched some TV of course, but still. But yeah, that's everything I watched. Let me hear some of the stuff you saw down in the comments below. And if you guys liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Boop.